Hey, Shalom Makim out there. Before I start, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakodash, and double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who are well, and peace and salutations to the elect throughout the four winds of the earth who are pushing His word in truth and in sincerity. And hey, man, this one's gonna be for the prideful women, because because a lot of what you hear today from these women is men ain't shit. Oh, I don't need no man. This, that, and the third. But this is why that their children, they grow up to and they're not. Well, this is mostly going for the women that don't have a don't have a man in their life to help them raise their kids, so their kids are only raised by their moms, which most of the time, you crazy ass women drive away the man, you know. but but so your children are raised without a father figure, possibly due to your own actions, but they're not met with that same manly discipline that a man brings, you know, and they're raised based off of emotion. They're not taught any sort of upright morals, because the scriptures say that that there is not one woman that is upright, you know, and we can even get that account in Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter. I'm gonna start at Ecclesiastes 7 and verse 23. It says, "All this have I proved by wisdom. I said, I will be wise, but it was far from me. That which is far off and exceeding deep, who can find it out? I applied mine heart to know, and to search, and to seek out wisdom, um, and the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even the foolishness and madness. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands." So look, man. And the scriptures also say that I believe that's in the Apocrypha, Sirach, the 25th chapter. It says I find it says damn, I forgot what I said, but we are but Salaki, man, I can't talk. We're going to get into Sirach, the 25th chapter, so and so I'll just get it when we get to it. It says, "And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets." Actually, man, I'm gonna just quote it right now because it just came back to me. It says that there is no wickedness like the wickedness of a woman. Because the wickedness of a woman, man, it'll surprise you, man. Because a man won't do certain things because a man has morals. A man could be upright and be like, "Nah, man, that's too fucked, bro. I can't do that." But hey, man, but a woman, she ain't gonna give a fuck, bro. A majority of you women, the mass majority of you women, man, y'all don't have any moral uprightness. There are very, very, very few good women out there who are actually seeking to be righteous in according to the scriptures, man. You know, it says, and I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one, to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. So there ain't one upright woman, man. Now one man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all have I not found. Lo, this only have I found, that the Most High hath made man upright. Hey, what's that? Hold on. That the Most High hath made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions. So look, man. So the Most High made man upright, but he didn't make a woman upright, man. You know. So let's go ahead and get into Sirach, the 25th chapter. We can start out at verse we can start in verse 13. So this is a Sirach 25 and 13. It says, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman, and any affliction but the affliction of them that hate me, and any revenge but the revenge of enemies. There is no head above the head of a serpent, and there is no wrath above the wrath of an enemy. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. And that's why that most of your men leave you women, man. Because women are outright fucking just abominable fucking just madness, man. Out of order as all hell. You know? Yelling and screaming for no damn reason. It's like a man, it's like a man can be on his way home from work, and you call him, and while he's on his way home from a long ass day of work, here you are screaming on the fucking phone, man. You're screaming on the phone. It's like, man, would you want to go home to that? Hell no, man. It says, the wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. Man, so here it is, man. You're sitting amongst your friends or your neighbors, and you hear your woman just yelling and, man, screaming all this nonsense, and then, hey, bro, you in the chair, and you're like, fuck, man, I'll be right back, man. I gotta go deal with this. It's like, come on, man. You know. It says all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. And that's what I quoted, man. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Because you women, man, you just it's crazy how far you women will go in wickedness, man. It says, as the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband is in distress, maketh weak hands and feeble knees. And I've met a couple women who don't really comfort their men when they're going through a hard time, man. Because you women don't give a fuck. It's like you're saying, be strong, man. Uh, 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 provide for me. Look what I bring to the table, and then you just be shaking your ass. That's it. You put on all this makeup and shit, and say that you bring loyalty or whatever the fucking case is, but that's only if he's fucking. That's only if he's giving you all the lust of your flesh. Buying you all these pointless possessions and shit, man. It says of the woman, hey man, and this is what should humble you women, definitely. It says of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. You know, didn't we just read that the Most High made man upright? Huh? It says it says give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. So if you want to be going out clubbing, being a fucking hoe, hey man, it's right for your man to leave you, to give you a bill of divorce. You know? But we can even continue on in verse 26. And this is all good, but I'm gonna try and get the scriptures to get to the point and to stick to the point that I'm talking about. It says blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double. And hey man, do you want to know why? Because there's actually some that causes a lot of sicknesses and diseases, and causes people to be weak outside of like dieting and everything like that, and it's stress. And one thing that stresses out a man is his fucking woman, man. That's why it says, blessed is a man that hath a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double. Because he ain't gonna be stressed out all the time. Because stress can bring, hey man, stress will break down your whole body. You know? It says, a virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. Hey man. Let's go down here a little bit. These are all good, but I'm trying to find this particular one. Right here. Right here, man. Actually, I'll continue on in verse. Yeah, I'll continue on in verse 13. But this is all good though. But it says the grace of a wife delighteth her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued. Look, see, man, and this is just something that, hey, man, it's just so rare upon the planet Earth, man. Because a lot of you women can't be like this. Y'all can't keep your fucking mouth shut. You know. But you women think that you gotta be like these Cardi B's and shit, even though they are the complete opposite of what they rap about. Because here it is, Cardi B says that she don't cook and she don't clean, but on her Instagram live, she's sweeping up the floors and cleaning. But it's all a part of of an agenda to destroy you women, to then destroy the man. You know, to destroy the Israelite man. Because as long as the Israelite man is destroyed, man, then you know, Esau got an edge. But what's coming back through the Israelite men as masculinity, you know, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, men are taking their manhood back, man, because the truth is being put out there that you women, hey, you ain't shit, you know, and you women that claim that you don't need men, hey, just wait till all hell breaks loose. You're gonna be seeking a man like you never sought after a man before, you know. And the scriptures say that it roughly paraphrasing says that a man shall be a protection from the blasting wind, you know, and that's roughly paraphrasing. But the scriptures also say that 7 women shall take hold of one man, and they shall say that they will wear their own apparel, but to only let us be called by thy name. And that's what the women are going to be saying to the men, you know. It says in verse 25, it says, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. And you women, why you get treated like shit? It's because you out here half fucking naked, you know, drinking, being drunk, being all loud. Like, ain't nobody trying to wife that up. But you women wait until you're like 30, 35, and then you finally humble down after you've been ran through, and now you like a used tire and an old ass creased up shoe. Now you trying to get a husband and try and be a good woman. Hell no, nah, man, you women are bugged up. But because we know that the scriptures talk about order, right? In 1 Corinthians 14 and 40, I believe, it says Salakia. It says that all to let all things be done decently and in order. You know? This is in the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. It says, in like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel. You women don't wear modest apparel. What's so popular nowadays, man? That outfit, crop tops and leggings. You see the outline of your ass, your pussy. You bend over and you can see everything. Every woman in the gym be wearing that shit. And every man be looking, damn man, who wants to get a woman like you? It's no wonder that these men only just take you to pop you and then leave you. Because that's what you're presenting. You know? Haven't you ever heard the saying, well, it's not really a saying, but it's like, don't you want to make a good first impression of who you are? Any women be coming out looking like sluts, so it's like, well, damn, you know, she got a whore mindset. You know, she must want to be pot if she's putting all of her, if she's putting herself out like that. You know? It says, in like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls or costly array, but which which becometh women professing godliness with good works. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And hey, look, and right here, and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. So you women were deceived, just like you women are deceived now, thinking that you all high shit, thinking that you got all powerful over man. The hell out of here, man. Man, you even have uh uh man, I can't even talk about that actually, man. You got well, I'm gonna try to. Transformers, you know, that's what I'm gonna use. You got these Transformers who were once a man, but then were turned into a woman, and they go into the woman's sports, and they whoop their ass, man, and the woman be complaining. But we're equal though, right? But but women are equal to men? Yeah, I don't think so. It says notwithstanding she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. But anyways, man, I didn't intend for this to be this long, but you women, you have a very humbling time coming. It's best to get right now because in those days it's just gonna be too late, you know. And so what's gonna happen is a man is gonna take you in just to use you, to trade you for food and water. You women are gonna be used like that, and that's just the facts. Because things are gonna get fucking bad out here. And so with that, man, I hope that this was edifying. And no, this wasn't to all women, because I do understand that there are Israelite women who do their best to be a virtuous woman, and to them that are striving to be that way, to be a good woman in sincerity. Hey, just keep doing what you're doing, you know. But to you other women, to a majority of you, hey, it's gonna be rough for you. And so with that, I'm gonna say shalom.